Good afternoon, class. My name is Sergeant Backey. I'm going to be discussing the foundation of Army leadership. Our risk assessment is low. Just be mindful of any trip or fall hazards around the classroom. Our fire exit is down the hallway to our left, down the stairs and out the exit. Please be mindful to keep 6 feet of social distance due to COVID-19. If there are any issues or anything happens, please let me or an SGL know. We're going to be discussing attributes and competencies. There are 3 different attributes, which are character, presence, and intellect, as well as the 3 different competencies, which are leads, develops, and achieves. The competencies and attributes play into making an effective leader. Character consists of the moral or ethical qualities of an individual relative to their decision making and their actions. So, depending on what you do and what you have done, depends on what character traits you portray. Leaders must consistently show good character so that they can inspire everyone in their squad or their team. Character attributes are a pretty special interest to the Army. They're in a lot of our day-to-day activities. The Soldier's Creed has the warrior ethos. Our Army values, which are posted around most motor pools and most barracks, as well as you have discipline and humility, along with empathy, which they really want to get across. There's a lot of things that influence a soldier or a leader's character, their background, where you come from. Someone who comes from the Middle East, Germany, Europe, and they come to the United States, they're not going to have the same core values that someone who was born and raised in the United States would have. Even people's beliefs would be different, and those can influence your character values. Growing up, having different experiences make a huge difference in character values. Whether you grew up poor or rich or in the middle class, you're going to have a wide variety of different values. And character, it really affects leadership, and it'll affect your moral attitude and the actions that you decide to make. Every decision that you make is based off of your morals. Whether you think that, stealing is okay in certain situations, there's a lot of things that are, situationally based, and depending on what our values are, is depending on what kind of decision you're going to make. So, leaders with values that align to the Army are going to have less issues with regulations and unit standards. For presence, there's a lot of different things that go into having presence. It's not just being there and being seen and attending. Presence is an action. It's the way that leaders carry themselves. It's the confidence that you show, and it's the positive example that you set for others. There's a lot of things you can do to improve your presence. Just maintaining and building a positive image for yourself, as well as looking fit and being able to maintain the Army PT standard. It's going to go a long way with soldiers knowing that they can count on you and they can look to you to help them, as well as being able to overcome physical and mental obstacles in your career. Intellect is the next attribute we're going to cover. And having intellect allows you to think creatively and critically, and it allows for a deeper situational understanding. So when you're able to be given a task that has, tertiary effects, those second and third hand effects, it really allows you to understand your task that you were given. It also allows you to have the deeper cultural awareness for other people in your squad and be able to analyze the situation at hand. Knowing your own weaknesses and strengths plays into a big part of your intellect, because if you know you do not know something, you can seek out the information from your peers or your subordinates. The competencies we're going to talk about is leads. Okay, you can lead others and you can influence your team or squads. And by leading, you build trust and you can put confidence in your subordinates. And they're going to learn to trust you, and you're going to learn to trust them while you guys complete tasks. The next competency we're going to talk about is develops. So you really want to develop yourself and prepare yourself so you can create a positive work environment and help develop your soldiers. Once you've really helped develop your soldiers and they become NCOs, it is now their job and their duty to turn into leaders themselves. Then you can achieve a new goal and you're going to get results. And this is the conclusion of my brief. Do I have any questions? All right. So today I was teaching you guys the foundation of Army leadership, which we decided was the attributes and competencies. Do I have any sustains? Do I have any improvements? Do I have any recommendations? Well, now that you guys understand the foundation of Army leadership, I'm going to go ahead and release you back to the SGL for the next brief.